What if I told you that Heartland has finally broken its silence? That after months of waiting, whispers, and endless speculation, the official confirmation has arrived. Season 19 is not only happening, but there's even bigger news hiding behind the scenes. If you thought Season 18 ended with a cliffhanger, just wait until you hear what's coming next. That kiss between Amy and Nathan set the stage for an entirely new chapter in Heartland's story. Fans everywhere were left wondering what it meant. Would Amy allow herself to truly move forward, or would the shadow of Ty always linger over her heart? These questions have been burning since the finale, and now, with a new season confirmed, they're closer than ever to being answered. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Long before the official announcement, there were hints scattered across interviews, TikTok lives, and social media posts that something was in the works. Aiden Moreno, the actor who plays Rick, casually let slip during a live stream that not only was Season 19 locked in, but Season 20 had also been greenlit. Imagine the shock. A fan asked if Graham Wardle, the beloved Ty Borden, would ever return, and although Aiden didn't confirm anything, he dropped a surprising detail. He mentioned that Graham had recently purchased land right next to Amber Marshall's ranch. Now, why would he do that? At first, it raised eyebrows. Some fans wondered whether this hinted at a deeper connection or even a possible return to the show. After all, what reason could there be for Graham to live so close to Amber if not to stay connected to the Heartland world? Yet when you step back, it makes sense. Amber and Graham have been friends for years, more like family than co-stars. Sharing land near each other may have nothing to do with the series and everything to do with a bond that goes beyond television. Adding to this, Graham seems to have moved forward in life. He is reportedly in a relationship with Paula, an Australian woman who once appeared as a guest on his podcast. What started as a business partnership has grown into something personal, with the two even traveling together on road trips. For those still holding out hope that Ty will magically return, this may feel like a closed door. Graham appears happy and settled, and while his bond with Amber and other cast members remains strong, his chapter with Heartland seems complete. Still, his absence doesn't dull the excitement. In fact, it heightens the anticipation for what comes next. Because as Aiden hinted, the future of Heartland is not only secure with Season 19, but already stretching towards Season 20. That's right, 2 full seasons confirmed, though the budget may shape exactly how Season 20 unfolds. Whether Aiden was supposed to reveal this or not doesn't matter anymore. The cat is out of the bag, and fans couldn't be happier. And then came the official seal of approval. The Heartland account itself stepped forward with an announcement that shattered any remaining doubt. On May 13th, a post declared, "We're back." Day 1 of filming Heartland Season 19 is officially underway. Accompanied by a behind-the-scenes photo, the news sent a wave of celebration across the fandom. This wasn't just a rumor or a leaked hint. This was the real deal. The photo came from Maggie's, the familiar cafe where countless memorable scenes have been filmed. But production wasn't limited to just one spot. Across High River and Calgary, cameras rolled once more, transforming ordinary places into the living, breathing world of Hudson that fans have cherished for nearly 2 decades. Radio stations and local outlets joined in, sharing images of filming locations like the Highwood Museum, known on the show as Hudson Library. Suddenly, the quiet town was alive again, buzzing with production energy. And if that wasn't enough, even the stand-ins and supporting crew began posting glimpses of what was happening. Megan Trass, a familiar stand-in for the show, shared her own update, confirming what we all wanted to believe. Heartland was alive and well, and Season 19 was unfolding before our eyes. The Spencer twins, who play Lindy, were also spotted on set, reminding fans just how quickly the younger cast members are growing up. It's not just the characters who evolve, time itself is part of the story, and fans feel it with every new season. Amber Marshall herself, usually the first to deliver the renewal news on day 1 of filming, chose to break tradition this year. Instead of her usual warm message from set, she surprised fans during an interview by casually confirming that Season 19 was officially happening. She was away on travels at the time, exploring Vienna with her husband Sean, before returning from adventures that also took them through Australia and New Zealand. But once back, Amber was ready. Ready to step into Amy Fleming's shoes again, ready to carry the story forward, and ready to share in the excitement of a new season with the fans who have supported her all along. And this, dear viewers, is only the beginning. Now that we know filming is underway, the next burning question is simple: when will we finally see season 19 on our screens? The answer depends on where you live, and the timeline is not the same for everyone. For Canadian audiences, the wait is always shorter. Traditionally, Heartland premieres in the fall, and last year the first episode landed at the end of September. With filming scheduled to wrap on August 28, all signs point to a similar release window. Fans in Canada can almost certainly expect season 19 to premiere in late September or early October. Once again, it will debut first on CBC Gem before airing on CBC the following week. That means Canadian streaming viewers get the privilege of being one step ahead. But what about everyone else? That's where the story gets more complicated. Fans outside of Canada are used to the long waits, and season 19 will be no exception. On Up Faith and Family, which has become the main streaming home for US fans, the timeline stretches far into the future. Right now, Up is still rolling out episodes from season 18, which will continue through July. Based on their usual schedule, season 19 won't arrive there until April 26, 2026. Yes, nearly 2 years from now. UPTV, meanwhile, is even further behind. They only added season 17 in January 2025, which means season 18 is not expected until January 2026, followed by season 19 in January 2027. For longtime fans, this delayed rollout is painful, but it has become the pattern. Netflix brings its own complexity. The release dates vary depending on your country. If you live in Argentina, Australia, Brazil, India, Mexico, or similar regions, you can expect season 18 to appear in late May or June. Season 19 would then follow in the summer of 2026. For American Netflix viewers, however, the schedule lags even more. US fans will not see season 18 until 2026, which pushes season 19 all the way to 2027. That's right. Canadian audiences could be watching season 20 while American Netflix is still catching up with season 18. Meanwhile, other parts of the world have their own arrangements. Countries like the Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, and Norway often receive Heartland through the With Love network. For them, season 19 is expected in January 2026. Once again, this shows just how different the timelines are depending on where you live. But here's the exciting part: no matter how long the wait, the story itself promises to be worth it. Season 19 will pick up right where that unforgettable kiss between Amy and Nathan left off. Fans have been divided about this relationship. Some feel it's too soon, too different from what Amy shared with Ty. Others believe it's the natural next step for a woman who has carried so much grief and deserves happiness once more. What cannot be denied is the spark between them, a spark that Heartland's writers seem determined to explore. Spencer Lord, the actor who plays Nathan, has been gaining recognition outside of Heartland, recently appearing in The Last of Us Season 2. Yet despite his rising career, he is confirmed to return for Heartland Season 19. His presence guarantees that Amy and Nathan's romance will move beyond a single kiss. Expect more dates, deeper conversations, and the slow building of a relationship that could change Amy's future. Of course, Amy's journey has never been just about romance. Her family's reaction to Nathan will be a storyline all on its own. The Flemings carry their memories of Ty, and welcoming someone new into their circle will not happen overnight. Season 19 could explore their prejudices, their hesitations, and eventually, their acceptance as they recognize Nathan's genuine care for Amy and Lindy. The gradual breaking down of those walls has the potential to deliver some of the most emotional episodes of the season. And then there's the question of just how serious this relationship might become. Could Heartland dare to move toward an engagement? It feels bold, maybe even risky, but the seeds are there. The writers have given Amy years of healing, and Nathan may be the one to help her embrace the possibility of a future filled with joy rather than loss. Fans will debate this endlessly, but one thing is certain: Season 19 will not let the relationship fade quietly into the background. It is meant to take center stage. But romance isn't the only thread pulling fans forward. There are other characters whose stories remain wide open, and one in particular has sparked whispers of a return. Among the most anticipated returns is Alicia Newton, who fans know as Georgie. Her presence has been missed, and her absence in recent seasons has left many wondering when or if she would ride back into the story. For months, Alicia has been busy with another project, My Life with the Walter Boys. The second season of that series has wrapped filming, which opens the door for her to rejoin Heartland. Unless she signs on to another commitment, Season 19 could very well mark her return. Imagine the possibilities: Georgie stepping back into Hudson just as Amy is opening her heart to new love. The parallels, the growth, and the fresh dynamics could breathe new life into the series. If she does return, it won't just be a nostalgic callback. Georgie's story has always carried themes of independence, ambition, and resilience. Seeing her reconnect with her family, and perhaps confront the changes that have taken place in her absence, could give the season an extra emotional layer. Fans are ready to welcome her back, and the timing feels right. And speaking of timing, Season 19 is more than just another continuation, it marks Heartland's journey into rare territory. Few series survive this long, and even fewer keep the spark alive. Yet Heartland has not only endured, it has grown stronger. Each new season carries with it not just familiar comfort but also fresh storylines that challenge the characters and keep fans invested. That longevity is not luck. It's the result of writers who respect the show's roots, actors who embody their roles with sincerity, and a fanbase that refuses to let the series fade away. The confirmation of Season 20, whispered through Aidan Moreno's live stream, only reinforces this point. Heartland isn't winding down. It is preparing for the next chapter, one that will carry the story beyond 2 decades. Just think about that. 20 seasons of laughter, tears, heartbreak, and healing. If Season 19 is the bridge, then Season 20 might be the celebration of everything Heartland has come to represent. But before we get there, the focus is on what lies immediately ahead. 10 new episodes. A premiere expected in the fall. Stories that will test Amy, challenge her family, and introduce new dynamics that will leave fans talking for months. Will Nathan truly prove himself worthy of Amy's trust? Will Georgie's return reshape the family's rhythm? Will long-absent faces step back into Hudson to remind us of the past even as the show writes its future? These questions don't have answers yet, but that's what keeps the anticipation alive. Every fan is holding on to their own vision of what they want Season 19 to deliver. Some dream of romance. Some crave closure. Others simply want to see the family together again, navigating life's trials in the beautiful backdrop of Alberta's landscapes. What unites them all is this: Heartland has been, and continues to be, a story about resilience. About family. About the quiet strength that carries us through loss and into new beginnings. Amy's kiss with Nathan wasn't just a plot twist, it was a signal. A sign that the story isn't over. That love can bloom again, even after the deepest sorrow. So as the cameras roll, as the cast steps back into their roles, and as the first episode of Season 19 inches closer to release, one thing is certain. Heartland is not only alive. It is thriving. And for fans around the world, the wait, no matter how long, will be worth every single moment. Because Heartland has never been just a show. It's a journey we've all taken together. And now, with Season 19 on the horizon and Season 20 already glimmering ahead, that journey is far from finished. The best chapters may still be yet to come.